Hello guys, we are here to discuss the Mora Bushcraft Force. This is a stainless steel knife with a Scandinavian grind on it. It means that the blade goes straight down, and then it has only one single bevel, large bevel for all the length of the blade. And it has a synthetic material handle that is very comfortable, but we'll discuss it later. And it has a plastic sheet that is made very well, and it does its job very well. It has an hole in the back, so the water can go through it, and it locks the knife very well. The only problem with this sheet is that it has 2 points to attach the knife, to lock the knife inside, and so I guess that after many times of use will consume this part of the handle, and the lock it will be not so good after many months anyway. But for the price, it's really a good sheet. I prefer leather, and so I made myself a good leather sheet that fits my knife perfectly, as you can see. So I'm not worried to lose the knife on the field. The blade has a thickness of 3 millimeters, and as you can see from the height of this bevel, you can assume that the angle is really little, narrow. You can determine the angle of a blade of a Scandinavian blade from the height of this bevel and the thickness of the blade. From these two factors you can determine the angle. From this formula you will find that this knife has an angle of 23 to 24 degree, and it's a really narrow angle, small angle. So it's perfect to if you want to make feather sticks and kindling and carve wood, but it will suffer a little if you plan to use it for batoning. Because of the thickness of the blade, it's not very thick, and from the narrow angle. So if you plan to batoon it a lot, to abuse this knife, you will encounter some chipping on the blade. Another reason because you don't want to use this knife for batooning is that the blade the knife is not full tang. This means that the blade stops around here in the handle, and not through all the handle. I don't think that you will find many problems if you are going to batoon it with small trunks like this. To use it with wood like this size, you will not encounter many problems, and so it's a good deal for the price. But it's better to use this knife for to make feather sticks, like this. You will make perfect feather sticks because of this narrow angle. If you want to make deeper feather sticks, and we'll go through the wood very well, as you can see, always because of this angle. This handle is very comfortable in the end. It fits very well, and it's made really for bushcraft activities, because you have a firm grip and you can use it. You see this here, you can use it to put your thumb here and carve here, or this way, rotating the blade on this way. After many hours of use of this knife, I have carved a cup of wood. I have found some hot spot in my hand. This is for this point, I guess, but anyway, I had some problems with my hand, but only after many hours of work in this position. When you have to carve the wood, you will find some hot spot. Another thing, they call it Bushcraft Force, but I don't know the reason why they put a round angle on the spine of the blade instead of having a good 90-degree angle to throw sparks. So if you are going to use it with your fire steel, you will need to process this spine, but you can just batoon the knife in a piece of wood, and then after a few passes on the spine, you will have a perfect 90-degree angle. That is what you need to throw good spark with your knife. To be honest with you, I didn't make a perfect 90-degree angle because the fire steel doesn't work very well, as you have seen. But anyway, it's just a matter of working on it. Now let's see some batoning with the Mora knife. Was looking for a batoon. This is a big trunk to batoon. Now with this test we are just abusing this knife, but just to see if it can do the job. If you compare the size of the blade with the size of the trunk, you understand that you can do a good job with this knife, even if it's not a full tang and it's not designed to make this effort. Now, after this abuse, let's call it abuse, of this knife, let's see how the blade edge has taken it. Let's polish the blade before any comment. Yes, as you can see, the blade has some chipping here and here. You see? I hope you can see them. And also here is not really a chip, but the edge is not so sharp like before. As I said, this is not the right way to use this knife. It took me half an hour with water stones to remove those chipping from the blade and restore the edge to the original sharpness. But above all, every time you remove this chipping, you also remove a good quantity of material. So it's not good for your knife, for the life of your knife. This is the edge restored. As you can see, there is no chipping anymore, and it has again the paper cut edge. So the conclusion: this knife is perfect as a secondary knife, or as a backup knife, or if you are new in the activity of bushcraft, and so you can learn many things with this knife and use it for many years. And if you don't abuse it, you will be happy with it for much time. With this sharp edge, you can carve much wood and make many feather sticks. On the contrary, if you plan or you need a knife and you don't want to bring with you an axe, you better choose a different kind of knife. Even Mora do another type of bushcraft knife. I think they call it the Bushcraft Black, something like that. And it's a thicker knife, thicker blade, I guess 3 millimeters thickness, and the same height of the edge. So you have a different angle, a bigger angle, and so it's not so sharp, but it's better for splitting wood, really better. So if you prefer to have a robust knife, you better choose that type of knife, or another knife like I said, like this. If you compare the spine of the blades, you understand immediately the difference. So I thank you for your time, and I hope this review may be of some help for your choice of the knife, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.